Hello everybody, this is Steve McGuire, and it's just coming up on Thanksgiving now. This is the holiday season, and one of the things that we always do here at our house is we put up inflatables, whether it's for Halloween or whether it's for Christmas or whether it's for Thanksgiving. We put up these tacky inflatable things. I don't know that the adults in the neighborhood care for it, but the kids in the neighborhood really love it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to put up the turkey inflatable this year. So if you've never done one of these, it's probably going to be pretty interesting to you. So first of all, let me show where we're going to put it. We're going to put it right there, if we pull back from the house, so that we can see it from the road fairly nicely. And you'll notice that if I come right up here really closely, these things have a little air blower in them. And what you want to do is you want to get a special little outdoor switch. This plugs right into your wall. That has a fuse in it and stands up like that. They're very cheap. They're less than 10 bucks, but you're going to get one of those. Want to get one of those. And that just makes the whole process go a bit easier. So now let's go in and grab the turkey, and we will pull it out of the box, and I'll show you how we set these things up. So here we go. You can see up here, I've got the Halloween one. There's the ghost, stands about 7 feet tall. There's the blow-up pumpkin, so that's about 5 feet tall. That's kind of a ugly looking, a little scary, but the kids love that. And at Halloween, we got a lot of comments about that. Here's Christmas over here, but this is the one we're going to focus on right now, Mr. Turkey here. So let's pull him down right now off the shelf. Here we go. And we'll walk him out to where we are going to set him up. Now here's what he looks like. Big turkey, you know, he stands about 6 feet tall, and there's our plug. So here we go. Here's the first thing. We're going to go ahead and open up the box. I think everybody can probably do that. And all of these inflatables pretty much have the same structure. They have the blow up itself, and it's got some ties to grass so that you can put it down. And here we go. We're just going to pull it out of the box and set the box aside. So we're going to save that for next season. So set that aside. Now here, we don't need the instructions because we've done this before, and we're just going to pull the turkey out here. This is the first time we've ever used the turkey, so let me go ahead and pull him out real quick. There, we've gotten the turkey out of the box, taking the instructions, tucking it back in the box. Now at the bottom of this is going to be a blower. You see this blower right here? It's got 4 feet, and you can see that each of the feet have a little hole in it. And there's going to be some stakes. We're going to put this thing, turn this thing over, and each of those 4 feet are going to have a stake in them, and that's what's going to hold them to the ground. Now I didn't see the stakes here immediately, so they must be somewhere. There they are, right there. These are the stakes. And then once we have these staked to the ground, these the blower here, then what we're going to do is we're going to have some string ties to tie it so if wind is blowing or something, it doesn't blow it over. Now, very important, especially if you're using this, you're setting it up for the second season, what you're going to want to do is there's a zipper. And the zipper, let me find it on the turkey. Again, I've never used this turkey before, but there's a zipper to let the air out. Here it is, to let the air out at the end of the season. And a lot of times I've set these things up and I've forgotten to re-zip close the zipper. Now this zipper is actually closed already, but here, hold on, I'll just show you. Give me a second here. You can see here now, I've unzipped it a little bit. You can see the blower in there, but let me zip that back up real quick. Hold on. Okay, now it's all zipped up. Now the next thing we need to do is find out where the front of the turkey is. So let's hold on a second. I suspect because the plug is right here, I assume this is the back. That's typically the way the airborne models are set up. So we'll turn the blower over. We'll give it a quick look. Here we go, spread it out like this. There's his head. You can see his head with his whatever that red thing is, whatever they call that, his gobble gobble. Here's his feathers. So I'm going to guess that this is the back of the turkey. So I'm going to turn the blower so that the feathers are in the back like that. And the front of the turkey is in the front. So this is where we are. He's laying down in front of the yard now. Now all we need to do is actually put in the stakes. So let's go over here, put in the stakes. We'll take this wrapper. I'm going to set the phone down here for just a second. Okay, we now have the stakes opened. That took me a little bit of a process here. So let me just set the stakes right here on top of the box so you can see what they are, and I'll describe them for you. Take this. Drop the camera there. This is actually a spare light bulb. They always come with that. You shouldn't need that for this. And they use normal little light bulbs. If you ever need to replace them, you can go to the grocery store and they have them. They're just standard household light bulbs. Nothing special about that. But here you have a few kinds of stakes. This stake right here, this is one of the ones that's going to be the string tie down. I'll be showing you that in just a minute. We have 4 of those. That's pretty typical. So here's 4 of them right here. Okay, then we have these other kinds of stakes. These are the metal stakes. These are what are going to hold the blower down. And you put them in at an angle, and we should have 4 of these as well. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3. And these metal ones are very easy to lose, especially when you're taking down the blow up at the end. So there's that. And then these are the metal or the string tie downs that we're going to use at the end. So now we've got the bird oriented. So let's take the 4 stakes and let's go put them in. Okay, so here's the first one. We lift up the tail of the bird and we find the blower. Here's the blower, and what we want to do is make sure all 4 feet are pulled out, because when it ships, there's a spring on the back of these that pulls them in so they fit in the box. So I'm just reaching under here and I'm pulling out. There's 2. That one's pretty much done. Okay, let's go over here, and that one's done as well. Okay, now what we do is, you see the hole here, the hole right here. This goes in, but we put it in at an angle, you know, towards me, and we don't put it straight down, because what we want to do is we want to take this hook that's right here, and we want to make sure that when the hook is in that hole, it's really holding it. So we're going to put it so the hook faces, the base goes in there. It's at a 45-degree angle this way, and we just push it down like this, and there it is. And you can see, if I pull this away, you can see that the hook is all the way down there. It's facing out, and that prevents it. If I pull it this way, the hook will not come up. So now we just do that for the other 3. So we'll come here and do this one. We'll put this hook in like this at the angle. Sometimes you might need a hammer to tap it in a little bit. This seems to be going in pretty easily today. Okay, then we come over to this foot right here. Same thing. Take our little hook, put it in, push it down. There we go. And then we just come around to the other side here and do the final one. And then we're almost done, because it's pretty quick to set these up. And then they're a lot of fun. So here we go, putting in the final one here. Okay, now we've got the bird in place. Before we put on the string ties though, we have to blow it up. So what we do now is we plug it in, and hopefully I got this close enough. We plug it into the power outlet. Got to get it in the right way. And let's go over here and plug it into the wall, because I heard that the blower did not start automatically. That means it's not plugged into the wall. So let's grab the electric here and plug it right into the wall. Okay, now you can see the turkey is automatically starting to blow up here. It doesn't take very long, but let's walk around to the front and watch it as it does. And by the way, at the end of the day, you can always just turn off the power. The power will go right down. Won't hurt the inflatable at all. So we had a neighbor across the street, a neighbor child with the ghost, and every day he would say, "The ghost is up, Mom, the ghost is up. The ghost is down, the ghost is down." So it looks like we've got the turkey oriented the wrong way here. So that's pretty easy to fix. But let's rock around to the front to see how he looks. See how fast he blew up. He's kind of a goofy looking guy, but he's nice looking. So if this happens to you, all you do is you just reach under and pull the pins. You only need to pull 3 of them. Let's do that. Pull this one, and you can do it while it's blown up. That's not actually a big deal. So pull that pin. Just put it in your pocket for a second. Okay, come over here. We're going to only pull up 3 of them, and then we're going to pivot on that 4th one. So here pulling up another one here. Okay. And the bird might turn over or something, but that's okay. These things are actually pretty resilient. Let me do one more. See right here. Okay, I've got this one. This is the third one I'm going to pull up. Proving to be a little bit of a challenge. Hold on. Almost got it. Okay, got it. Okay, so now we have the pins pulled up, and all I'm going to do is very gently rotate it. I'm going to rotate it because I'm dragging that blower around. So I'm actually going to reach under here and grab one of the legs and just turn it until I think it's positioned correctly. Let's take a look at that. Okay, that's much better. It's looking out from the driveway. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with that. I will put the pins back in to the legs. I'll just reach under, take the pin. Here we go, find a leg. There's a leg. Okay, I have just finished putting the three stakes in the turkey, so let's go ahead and stand back and see how it looks. We can see there it's looking pretty good. So now all we have to do is put in the lines to prevent weather from wind and things like that. So while the camera was off there, I was putting in the stakes, I also took advantage of the time to go ahead and put in lines. And all I did here is, you can see there's two of them here, and I just clipped them onto that little loop because there was a clip on one side, you can see the clip. So I clipped the two on that side, and then there are two on the other side here. And what this does is this holds the inflatable. We pull these at sort of like 45-degree angles, and then we stake them in the ground. And it's important how you stake them in the ground. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you that. So here it is, right here. Here we've got the stakes. Let's grab them. And we'll come over here. The first line, I don't know if you can see this, but it's right here. And there's a little loop on there. And you can see there's a hook on the end of this. So I'm going to put that loop around that hook right now. Here we go, taking the loop, putting it around the hook. And now here's what's important. You're going to pull it back till it's taut, and then you're going to drive it into the ground. Now, it's important that you keep the hook facing away from the inflatable, because if you put it this way, the hook will slide off, the line will slide off the hook. So you must have it away, and you want to put it at an angle. So you can see I've kind of got it coming out a little bit towards the front of the inflatable. And I'm going to push this in again at an angle, just like the stakes for the blower. And we'll put that in there. Now we'll grab another stake over here, and we'll come to this line. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll grab the loop, we'll put it over the hook. And again, the hook is facing away from the inflatable. And we're just going to put it in at an angle. And now it's stabilized on this side. So let's go to the other side. We'll grab the stakes here real quick. We'll go over here. Here's one of the lines right here. We'll just grab the loop. We'll put it onto the stake. We will pull it taut, again, coming a little bit towards the front, and put the stake in at an angle. Press in firm so it's taut. And then we'll do the final stake here. And again, loop it around. Make sure again that the hook is away from the inflatable. Pull it back until the line is taut. Put it in at an angle, just like that. And now we should have a very stable inflatable. It's mounted at the base. It's mounted at the hooks. You can, wind can blow it this way and that, and it should work fine. So let's stand back and take a look at the final project. Okay, tacky, I agree. Kids love it though. So here we have our Thanksgiving turkey all blown up with the inflatable. Pretty easy. It took all of about 10 minutes to do that. You can do it with, ghosts, with pumpkins, with Christmas stuff, with St. Patty's Day, whatever it is. The kids will love it. Parents will love it as well. It's a lot of fun to do, easy to do. It's not very expensive either. That bird costs about 40 bucks. And it's a lot of fun to do. It's a nice little project, spiff up the yard. So anyway, I hope you have fun this Thanksgiving. This is Steve McGuire. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye-bye for now.